I would be lying to you if I said that, oh, here's how you do a side-control escape. Here, you just put your hands here, do this, and then all of a sudden you side-control escape. This is a big lie, okay? And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because what happens is that you see all these techniques that are taught where in one motion you recover guard and all that. It's not gonna be like that, because the person on top understands they're losing the position and they're gonna make adjustments. So you can't just count on one move magically to fix it all, okay? Only certain humans can count on one move. Him and Andre and Travis, you know, I don't know if you saw Travis threw me off. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. He did the same thing, but mere mortals, they need multiple moves, okay? So from here, you gotta understand, you're trying to create reactions. This elbow pinching on me here, I can't really walk this out and I can't really pull this out. If he starts framing my hip right here, and he starts moving right now and inserting here, hip shoulder right there, I have to start moving, but the problem is that I'm already in an open guard now. Although I do have an underhook, I'm still in an open guard. My head's up. He can bring that now, overhook to a frame, and I'll frame my head and move his hip out, and then recover a guard much more easily, keep my posture. But it takes multiple steps in order to dig yourself out of a hole that took multiple positions for you to wind up in, okay? It's not one for one. If I'm here, okay, and I feel him starting to move, and I begin to try to pull this out, this is great for you because you create space right here, okay? Because this right here created you an opportunity to threaten this arm, because nobody wants to have this arm straightened out, okay? And because I can't pull it out, just by me pulling my arm, I have to use my body pressure. I mean, you gotta recognize these moments of opportunity, because they're gonna open, they're gonna close just as fast as they open, if not faster, all right? So if they shoot down to your hip, he can now frame my head, same thing. Turn your side, hip, shoulder, move the shoulder, yeah, right there. And again, he goes in open guard. So it's continuous movement until you get to the desired position, and you don't stop, okay? You don't stop. It's like when the ball's hiked, you don't stop until you either kill that quarterback or until the whistle blows. Here, there's no whistle. There's just the next position. You do not stop. You stop in a position, they're gonna keep moving, you're gonna lose it, and then you're gonna have to restart, okay? So there's also a couple things that you have to look for. Number one, the top person needs an underhook in order to control. The top person, if they lose the underhook to you, okay, this is bad. He's gonna turn on his right side and go across the hip line, and immediately, look, you see how I'm still in a half guard open guard, because you should have gone to the back, you shouldn't have gone underneath like that, because he's got a path to the back. Underhook is a path to the back, okay? So right now, what I want you guys to understand is everything is done to create reactions. Action, reaction. My action is to frame his hip here with a fist here and to control this arm here, okay? And to slowly turn on my side. I can't turn on my side if I just move my hip without moving my shoulder. Remember, it's feet, hip, shoulder. Feet, hip, shoulder. And I push this in here, okay? And I can begin to go inside here, whether it be butterfly guard, whatever it may be. It's feet, hip, shoulder. Feet, hip, shoulder. You don't move the shoulder, you're gonna do a circle, and it's not gonna work, because you need to create the space. So now, I need to understand whether or not I have an opportunity for this as an underhook. If I do, fantastic. If I don't, I have to recognize whether I have an opportunity for this frame right here. So what happens oftentimes here is when you start moving and they're controlling your head, okay, right here, and you make a frame on their hip here, and you start turning to the side, they may start walking to your hips and controlling your hips. But here I have now his frame here, and I'm framing him here, okay? My objective is still here. He's still to reconnect the right elbow and the right knee. So as he begins to try to go back to my head, I begin to walk him up this way, bring that elbow and knee together, or possibly get my own underhook and then come up, 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 up. Does that make sense? These are interconnected movements that you have to be able to recognize when it's time to go to the next. So the next movement is for you to get this arm in as a frame, because his head's down, he's controlling. This hand right here, fist, and I'm gonna like extend my shoulder. See how I extend my shoulder? He's gonna bring this hip in, and I feel the pressure of his hip. When I extend my shoulder to the right, look how much easier it is for me to move my hip this way here, and move my head, hip, head. He goes down to my hips. I frame right here, okay? And I'm framing right here. It's not very comfortable. Yes, right here, elbows, and now I bridge and take it up and over here. From here, I would go probably for an underhook here and get to the top. Why recover a guard when you have a magical underhook? So you have an underhook, you created that opportunity. So what you're gonna do now is one of two things. Let's say you inserted this frame here, fist, but the fist have to be kind of looking at you as you're moving your body away, okay? Because here, I still have my elbow and knee trying to reconnect. As he begins to reshift the weight on you, you got their weight over you, up, again, but don't fall jump. Because now, again, my elbow and knee reconnected here, or possibly, if I see this, my left elbow stays at his shoulder, because as he's trying to apply weight, I can begin to move my arm here, and I disappear underneath him here, and I begin to use that underhook, but the underhook goes across the belt line. It doesn't go up, because he's got a pressure forward, okay? So what I want you again to do is reconnect your elbow, reconnect your knee. Is on here? Yes, shoulder here, here. There's a weight there. However it may be, butterfly guard, closed guard, whatever it may be, you're gonna bridge and lift them up over your head. How do you get your arm in here? He's gonna have his head down, typically here. You're pinching here, oh, hip, shoulder, and keep walking. From here, yes. From here, and don't grab, you're gonna bridge right here. Maybe. Okay, but the point is, you're gonna bring them up over your head as your right elbow right knee reconnects. And so it's gotta be one continuous fluid motion. Let's go, 1, 2, 3. Let's start.